of the 12-week breakthrough program. I just wanted to share what my experience has been going through the program. We're in week 12 and we're about to graduate. So this is really exciting, and I just would love to be able to share not only what my experience of the program was, but where my mindset was before I began the program. I made a few notes for myself so I can kind of keep on track, because I want to make sure that I fit everything into this video that that I'd like to be able to share with everyone, because if I could, every woman especially, and there are men in this program as well, which I was actually really excited to see. But since I'm a woman, I'm going to speak to women. Any woman that feels like they've tried everything to manifest the life of their dreams, and they haven't been able to do that, and they feel stuck, this would be the program for you, because that's exactly where my mindset was when I began this program. I had read hundreds of self-help books. I had taken workshops, courses. I had gone on spiritual retreats. I had been in therapy for years. And I was still feeling a sense of overwhelm. I felt stuck. I often felt depressed. Sometimes I would feel anxiety and not really understand completely where that was coming from. I was reliving memories from my past, wounds from my family, from childhood. I recreated relationships in my adult life that were almost identical to what I experienced in childhood. And I know now that we continue to do that because we're trying to work things through. We're trying to heal. But what I found is I couldn't get traction. I couldn't get unstuck. I really felt stuck. So one day, I watched different people on YouTube as well, seeking help. And one day I ran across Lisa Romano. And she just was so real, so direct, so clear. And she was sharing from her direct experience. She put together some wonderful programs, and this 12-week program is just one of them. But it was rare. It's been rare for me to find someone that is speaking and teaching from a place of direct experience. And that made all the difference in the world to me. And of course, Lisa's personality is a joy. It's a joy. She has such high energy, and she's so positive, and I just felt a lot of confidence in her. So I began watching more and more of her videos, and I started to feel a difference. I started to feel some shifts happening. And I thought to myself, well, if this is what I'm experiencing from just watching her videos, what would it be like to take a program of hers? So when the 12-week program opened up for registration, I signed up. And it was actually perfect timing in my life. So I can honestly say that when I began the program, I felt like a depleted shell of a person. I really did. I felt empty. And now, coming to the end of the program, I'm waking up energized. I'm waking up excited. I have hope. I feel confident. I feel empowered. I worked really hard during the 12 weeks. I think you get out of the program what you put into it, just like everything in life. And I feel like I gained so much and have made so many changes and shifts in my life. I really felt like I was chained. I was chained to my past. I was a prisoner of my past. And I couldn't find my way out. I couldn't break free. And that's one of the many, many things that this program gave me. I broke those chains, and I am free. I'm free. I know for certain I'm going to continue. When you register for the program and go through the program, you have it for 3 years, so there's lots of opportunity to do it over and over again, and to really get it ingrained into your system. And I intend on doing that. One of the things, a really important thing for me, that I learned in the program was I learned not to react to people's hurtful and disrespectful behavior. Anxiety and depression, we go into flight, fight, or freeze. Well, I was a fighter. And I thought that was getting me somewhere, kind of standing up for myself, but it actually just kept me attached to the people that were being hurtful and disrespectful. So what I learned in the program is to not react. I learned that when somebody is hurtful and disrespectful, to honor my feelings, to ask myself, to feel the feelings first, and then ask myself, what do I want to do about that? And there's no need to go into explaining or defending myself. And that's one of the freedoms that I'm experiencing now, because I don't feel a need. I don't feel a need anymore to defend myself to anyone. And that brings a lot of freedom. And Lisa has all these wonderful tools that she gives throughout the program. The program is so organized, so well put together. And Lisa gives a live stream every week and answers the questions of the group. And you really feel like you are being guided and gently but firmly led through this program. And there's meditations to listen to with each lesson. I would listen to them in the morning and at night before going to bed. And another thing that I gained in this program is a good night's sleep. A lot of times it wasn't until I would listen to the meditation in the morning that I really heard it all the way through, because when I would listen at night, as soon as I heard the music and Lisa's soothing voice, I fell asleep like a baby. But it's still going into your subconscious mind. But part of that was the beautiful meditations that Lisa created, and part of it was the trust that I felt in her and the connection. And not just in her, but also in what started to feel like a family to me. All the members of the group, because you get to connect through private Facebook. And I started to feel a sense of safety and connection and trust. And it really made a difference. It was almost like before the program, I wasn't fully in my body. And probably, I'm guessing as I'm speaking right now, that when you don't feel safe and you don't feel a connection to the people around you, um, it's pretty hard to be completely in your body, completely in your feelings. Um, so that's been a big part. My relationships with my adult children have improved so much. We are connecting, we are bonding in a way that we weren't before. Because one of the things that I came to understand is when you haven't healed the wounds of your past, you're an adult child. So, unfortunately for my children, they had a mother who was an adult child. And what this program gave me is I now actually feel like I'm an adult. And so I can be that adult mom that my children needed as they were growing up. Uh, One of the things that I heard over and over in the program, and it was extremely helpful to me, is it wasn't my fault. Not knowing how to get unstuck, not knowing what to do, how to do it, wasn't my fault. And because I would do a lot of beating myself up before I came into this program, because my intention was I wanted to be whole, I wanted to be present, I wanted to have healthy relationships in my life. And I simply couldn't figure out how. And through this program, I was given all kinds of tools that I can access now when I run into an obstacle in my life. So, if you're a person that is like me in that mindset that I was when I came to this program, if you're feeling that you've lost yourself, if you're feeling helpless, without hope, if you feel like you've been permanently damaged by your childhood or by dysfunctional, toxic relationships in your life, I don't think it's an accident that you're listening to this now, that you found your way to Lisa's website, or if you have found her on YouTube. I don't think that's an accident. I think you're here because you're ready. And all you need to do is to open the door and walk through it. And the last thing I want to close with is there was a sense for me that I was living out the karma and the consequences of the family I was born into. I was living out my fate. And what this program gave me is a way to figure out how to turn my fate into my destiny. And doing that, creating my destiny consciously, awake, I get to choose. I get to choose what I create in my life, what I make of my life experience. I get to choose my destiny. I get to play a conscious part in that. And that is an unbelievable gift. It's empowering. And so I'm so grateful for Lisa and for the Breakthrough Warriors that went through this program with me. And if you are hearing this, I encourage you, if you would like to also move from your fate into your destiny, I encourage you to take this program. From all the love in my heart to all the love in yours. Thank you.